Hello, Mr. Mechanical Robot. Thank you very much for joining this video one more time. I know you are here because you will comment on the video. Perfect. Also, turns out this was my design that I came up with, right? There, you subs an output. One forward, one in the side. Doesn't matter. The direction does not matter. Right? If we just care about was one to the next, and then repeat. This is what the cycle was supposed to be, right? Well, my design was now a bit too big, as you all can clearly tell by how it looks. But turns out there's a person here whose name is Mechanical Robot, whose name is also mentioned in the comments, who gave me this thing you can see here on the screen. This thing. It is not very clear, I know. It is not very clear, I very well know that. And this is a community post he made on his channel, so you can always go ahead and view it. And turns out what I made can easily be mimicked with something else. Also, I forgot to turn on the command blocks. I always do these things, like forgot to make the entire thing. There you can see fancy camera mode again. I like these things, okay? I like camera modes. So doing this with camera mode was something I really loved, okay? You can every time you give this an input, it just spins around. You see? You see? Why is it not working? I cannot aim properly on it. Yeah, there you go. You can see it moves one forward every single time. And it is not that delay as the first one. And this thing, which is just the same as the one I made on the first day. Nobody told me how to do this. I was supposed to do this way. This was what I was supposed to do, okay? I was supposed to insert a one tick pulse. If that made any sense. So what I was supposed to do was use a one tick pulse so that it only moves one item at a time, one slot at a time. Look, this is the same thing. Same damn thing I made. Okay, same thing here. Only difference is the pulse length has been shortened. So now this can be very well be the same as the one shown in the video. You can see fancy camera angles. I don't know why I'm even doing this myself, but yeah, it also have an output on the other side. Just because the redstone lamps were hard powered, you can actually put one next to them, and that will add to it too. So that's something you may not know, and most of the people do know that. So that's something I should not say. But here you can see this thing, and also my game actually froze for a second. If you not realize, it was not taking any inputs. It was running but not taking any inputs, so that's some troubling problems that I have with my game. Or should I say I don't have Minecraft. You can clearly tell by the look of it that it is not Minecraft. Every time I've done this, it activates that. You see, fancy camera angle again. Okay, no, perfect. If it is perfect then. And I accidentally equipped it. And turns out the camera angle is turned off because I accidentally put the shoes on. Because I am supposed to hold these to turn the camera angle on, okay? Fancy camera only works when I am holding the shoes, not when I'm wearing them. That's something that you should know. I guess you already didn't knew that. And also, look at these are the command blocks that I used. Not supposed to open it. These are my secrets. You can easily change the values from these, like this. You can change this value to whatever you want it to be. Also, I don't like this in circle one. I'm going to use in sign because I just prefer that one, okay? Also, this is for the speed, how fast you want the camera to follow you. Like this one is far faster than the first one, which I do not like, okay? First one was too slow and this one is too fast. Now I think I need to find something in the middle. 1.15. It should be closer to the first one now. And look at this now. This is far smoother. I am going to just show you other things. Such as you can change the other values, such as these. I am using vector coordinates because that is what works. Okay, you can also record the videos from front. Look at this, upfront videos. Third-person videos from front. That's simplistic. It all works in Bedrock Edition, so yes, Mr. Mechanical Robot, it will work for you too. Even though I know you already know these things, you are very good at the game compared to me. I'm just terrible at the game anyway, so moving on. This is the command, and you can change these values very easily to make it rotate around and change the distance from you. This is -2, so it is 2 blocks behind where you're facing and 2 blocks above where you're facing. So that's a weird way how this works, okay? Also, the facing value should be changed a little bit, should be 1.5 for the y-axis, but I did not do that. I should have done that, right? That would have looked a lot better than this, but I did not have any choice. I recorded this one 4th time, okay? It took me so many attempts because I was so bad at the game, okay? Looking down just kind of breaks it because I don't know, vector and regular coordinates do not work together. I mean, vector and what do you call those? I actually don't know them, but I just use these weird names I came up with for them. I call these like the one that uses the direction of your face as vector coordinates, and the one that using those as relative coordinates. I call them relative coordinates, right? I think I do. So these are the relative coordinates I'm using, and these do not work together with vector coordinates. Okay, fun fact: they don't work like this. So I have to fix this very quickly. You have to use all vectors or all these, all absolute coordinates. Those are also thing. So the difference between these 3 types, which I have come up with the name of, because I don't know what the actual name, official names are, what kind of coordinate system these are considered. So I consider these as vector coordinates, such as, you go 2 block forward, 2 block left. Change your direction, and 2 block forward, 2 block left means completely different. Now you go 2 blocks in x direction and -2 blocks in z direction. Okay, now turn your face 180 degree. Now go 2 blocks in plus z x direction and -2 blocks in positive. -2 blocks in z direction, and you see you end up at the same point. Also, I ran out of video footage to play here, so here's a blank screen you can stare into. Okay. Also, absolute coordinates work in a completely different way compared to these, because absolute coordinates are exact position from 0, 0. How much far from 0? 0 and 0, which is positive. I mean the center of the world. Okay, how far from the center of the world? That's called as absolute coordinates. Whereas the other ones are depending on where you are positioned. You are considered the center for those two, which are vector and relative coordinates. Vector coordinates change depending on your direction you're facing, while relative coordinates do not change depending on the direction you're facing, while absolute coordinates do not change depending on whatever you do. They remain whatever they were. Vector coordinates do kind of change depending on the position you are, and so do relative coordinates, but they do not change in the direction.